Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, fractal Bitcoin. And this show's about your future prosperity. We talk about Bitcoin. We also talk about the collapse of fiat currencies. So let's get right into the Bitcoin price. Right now we're at 56,500 approximately, and you can see today's a green day. We're up about $2,500 today after yesterday's big red candle. Of course, we came all the way down to 49,000, and we closed the day around 54,000. And today's a slightly green day. This is all normal price action. So the fear and greed index is at 17 today. Extreme fear. What? Last week we were at 67, which was greed. So yeah, there's some volatility, and the volatility is actually good. It's not a bad thing, actually. So yeah. And here's the 4-year cycle posted by the Rational Root. This helps us to zoom out. And you can see here, we are the pink line here. This is the 2024 cycle. That's what we're calling it here. And that's what he's calling it here. And the orange one is the 2020 cycle. You can see the orange. And then the yellow is 2016. And so right where we are is right here. And we're right near where the other cycles were. So we're doing just fine. You know, we were actually higher than we should have been for the past 4 or 5 months. Now we're back where we should be. And pretty soon, we're going to hit the actual bull run this fall, and we're going to go way up. It's going to be exciting. And yeah, yesterday saw a record number of coins sold at a loss. Why? Comparable to the ban on mining in China and the collapse of the FTX exchange. So hodl. Yeah, this is not good. We have to hodl. You have to hold. You can't sell at a loss. Why is anyone selling at all? I mean, the normies. So yeah, just in, JP Morgan says institutions bought the dip while retail panic sold aggressively. And this is the problem. So guess what happened over the last 48 hours? A lot of normies like you and me sold at a loss, and guess who bought it up aggressively? The big guys. That's not good. That's not the transfer of wealth we want. We want it to go the other way. So my goodness, don't sell, never sell. And that is not financial advice. Yeah, but retail sold about a $1 billion, which is about minus 2.5 standard deviations below the 12 million average. And institutions bought 14 billion, which is plus 2.9 standard deviations above the average. Yeah, and first we shut down the trading platforms. Yeah, and they're laughing at us because they actually did this over the last couple days. For a time, a lot of the big platforms, they shut down. So even if you wanted to get in and sell, you couldn't, which maybe that's a good thing, right? I don't know. But yeah, here's an NPC saying, Bitcoin will destroy our monetary system. And here's the based guy saying, it's supposed to. Yeah, it's supposed to, and it's happening. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby. And here is the annual return so far. So Bitcoin beats all asset classes for 2024 returns. Still, even after that drop, there is no second best. Better than gold, better than the S&P 500, better than the Dow Jones Industrial. Yeah, Bitcoin. And this is even before the actual bull run starts. What happens when we go up to 350,000? This orange bar on the graph is going to be way up, and everything else is going to look like a little ant compared to it. But this is breaking. Morgan Stanley's 15,000 wealth advisors will start pitching clients to buy Bitcoin ETFs by BlackRock and Fidelity starting tomorrow. Here we go. I mean, we don't know. It's not going to just boom all of a sudden, but this is really good adoption news. And this is just in. Peter Schiff finally understands at least one thing about Bitcoin. Yeah, Peter Schiff makes the case on why to buy Bitcoin directly instead of the ETFs. Not your keys, not your coins. And so, yeah, this is true. If you buy it directly, buy Bitcoin directly, and store it on your own Bitcoin hardware wallet, that's the way to hold Bitcoin. But a lot of people have their 401ks in Fidelity and BlackRock, etc., and you're not really allowed to withdraw it before you're, 58 years old or 60 years old. So for those people, putting some of their allocation toward the Bitcoin ETF actually makes sense, or else you would just have it in some other fund. But yeah, Peter Schiff here says, owning Bitcoin in ETFs defeats the entire purpose of owning it in the first place. It's no longer decentralized. It's not peer-to-peer. It's easily seized by authorities and can't be used as a currency for payments or transferred across borders. It's not your keys, not your coins. My goodness, Peter Schiff said something intelligent for once. Wow. All right, and there's a new app today that launched. It's called Fedi, the Fedi app, and everyone's sort of talking about it. I actually downloaded it myself. I got on there. I don't really know what to do yet. There's communities, and apparently you're supposed to be able to hook up NOSTR and other things. I'm going to be learning about it, but there's also a wallet in there. So a lot of people are excited about this Fedi app, but it literally just launched like today or within the last few days. So I'm just going to see, just try it out, see what it is. And yeah, this guy here, Obi Nwosu, he's like a developer or the CEO, or he's something with the Fedi app. And he was just interviewed by Walker on the Bitcoin podcast. So I'm going to listen to this actually, because obviously I want to hear him describe the app and how it works and what it can do and what it can't do. So here's all the links here. Everything is linked in the show notes below as well. And just subscribe while you're thinking about it if you'd like to. And definitely follow on Rumble. If you're watching on YouTube, just be aware that like channels like mine that really speak the truth and really hammer the fiat system and the stupid government and these dumb politicians and the grift and the corruption, we sometimes get banned off YouTube. And so you should definitely follow the show on Rumble. And I also post to Flare, which is a NOSTR app. But all the apps based on NOSTR are not like, there's only a few NOSTR apps that are killing it, so Rumble is probably the place to follow me just in case. And let's get into some fiat government nonsense for context, because Bitcoin solves these issues. No, not now. First of all, here's Bitcoin's monetary policy for the rest of the century. The Fed just makes it up as it goes. Yeah, you want to see Bitcoin's monetary policy for the rest of the century? Okay, here it is right here. And right now, you can see we're at the block reward of 3.125 Bitcoin. And here is the rest of the century, just so you know. But of course, the Fed, they change their mind every 2 seconds and do whatever they want and print money and debase the currency and steal your wealth. Everything. They do everything bad. And anyway. Okay, so some of the big news today is that Kamala Harris chooses Tim Walz as her VP running mate. I don't really care about this. You guys know I'm an anarchist or an anarcho-capitalist, and I think all politics is corrupt. I think the government is illegitimate, and all these people are clowns. They're just pawns. It's really the central banks, the global banks, and the deep state or whatever that really controls everything. So yeah, and then here's 9 seconds of this guy Tim Walz, basically admitting he's a socialist. So yeah, it's just garbage. All this is garbage. And just to remind you, when they're all voting for their favorite handler, but you just want out of the zoo. Yeah, so you're basically voting for your handler, or you're voting for your prison guard. Yeah, who's the best prison guard we can elect? Who do I like better out of these two clowns? That's what you're doing when you're voting. And okay, I get it. Maybe one guy's a little better than the other. I get it. So that's fine. Vote for that guy. Do whatever you want. But just realize that you're in a system that you're enslaved and you're in a cage. And it doesn't matter who wins. Okay? And here's Derek Bros. He's an awesome content creator. He's a journalist and a filmmaker and an author and an agorist. And he had a bunch of people on his show. I guess they did a stream. Veterans of the indie media come together to debunk the false dead-end two-party paradigm. Yeah, and it's out now, so I'll link to this. I haven't watched it yet, but I really do want to watch it. Yeah, the two-party paradigm is just, it's insane. Anyway, I've said enough. But yeah, I don't know if you've seen this, but a British man has been arrested for posting offensive remarks on Facebook. And so, yeah, the police literally came to this guy's house, and because he posted some things they didn't like on Facebook, they're going to arrest him. And so what you're going to have soon, this is going to be the UK pretty soon. We saw your meme, step outside, right? The brute squad's going to come to your house. And also this is going to come to every other country if we don't stop it. So this is the kind of nonsense that they want to implement, and we can't allow it. Yeah, exactly this. Come on, start rioting and civil war so we can declare a state of emergency and roll out our agenda. Yeah, there's Klaus Schwab from the WEF. That's what they want. They want us all fighting with each other and going crazy in civil war. Then they're gonna declare a state of emergency and take away so many more of your rights. And guess what? When they take your rights, they never give them back. I mean, unless it's like, for the pandemic, you had to stay home, that kind of thing. But slowly they're just taking your rights and they don't give them back once they take them. And here's Elon Musk on saying that Bitcoin is the Government Efficiency Commission. Actually, he's not saying this. Sorry. Robert Breedlove is saying this, that Bitcoin is the Government Efficiency Commission. And yeah, let's actually listen to this, because this is quite ridiculous what Elon's talking about here. But yeah.
I have discussed with Trump the idea of a Government Efficiency Commission.
Nice. Yeah.
And I would be willing to be part of that commission.
I wonder how hard that is.
The antibody reaction would be very strong.
Yes. Yeah.
So you really have to, you're attacking the Matrix at that point. The Matrix will fight back.
Yeah, so a Government Efficiency Commission, I mean, this is an absurd idea, because why would the government let anyone come in and try to make it more efficient or make it less corrupt? The whole government is there. That's the way they can do all their corruption. They would never let this happen. So, I mean, look, in a perfect world, it would happen. But if you think the government is legitimate and they really care about you, then yeah, this would be good. But the government is not legitimate, and they do not care about you, and they'll never let anything like this happen. So that's it. All right, in some sad news, Mutiny Wallet is shutting down at the end of the year. Yeah, Mutiny Wallet, I remember meeting one of the guys in Nashville last year, and Mutiny Wallet, it is a self-custodial wallet, which means it's a Lightning wallet, but it's also self-custodial, which was pretty cool. But it's just sad that, some projects, they just don't catch on and they don't make it. Maybe they're too early, right? Maybe they're just too early, and I don't know what funds they had to keep it going, but it's just sad. It's just sad. So in more sad news, Pacific Bitcoin this October is canceled. Yeah, apparently it's Swan's event, Pacific Bitcoin, and they are canceling it because they want to focus on, they're fully focused on Swan's core business right now. And yeah, I get it. Like, organizing an event is a huge thing, and it's like maybe they just want to stick to their core business. I get it. Okay. And here's Jack Mallers from Strike, and he says, we're seeing a massive spike in activity on Strike right now. Lots of users needing higher ACH limits. Lots of users looking to reactivate their account. Lots of customers placing large private orders. If you, a family member, a friend, a colleague, need anything, you can always ping me here. One of the ways we differentiate at Strike is we are Bitcoiners that care deeply about Bitcoiners. So yeah, Strike is awesome. And yeah, if you're using Strike and you need help, reach out to Jack on NOSTR. By the way, this is his NOSTR account. So, and he'll respond. I know he responds to pretty much everybody. So this is good. And this is from OpenSats, which takes donations of sats and funnels it to open source developers. And apparently ARC, this is Kathy Wood, her company ARC, is to donate a fixed percentage of revenue to open source contributors in perpetuity. So yeah, and there's Odell, he's on the OpenSats board, I know. And so this is good. It'd be good if all these, big players donate a little toward open source development, because open source development is going to be really important going forward. So, and there's Jack Dorsey, I guess. Yeah, and all right, a little bit about NOSTR, because if you're not on NOSTR yet, you should definitely try to understand NOSTR and get on there. Why not? It's free. Get an app. On iOS, get the Damas app. On Android, get Amethyst. Or on either one, you can get Primal. But yeah, NOSTR is awesome. You know why it's awesome? Because NOSTR is unlicensed, self-directed, unrestricted, unconstrained, open, free, unregulated, autonomous, uncontrolled, unchecked, and permissionless. So NOSTR, you own everything. You're not signing up to some centralized thing. You own your NOSTR existence, your profile, everything. You own it. And no one can ever take it from you. And no one can ever ban you or censor you. So, I mean, certain relays can, but overall, no. So NOSTR's awesome. And yeah, this is when my FBI agent realizes she looks forward to my memes and has developed a crush on me.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby. That's what happens. So, and here, this is great. This is a surprising move from the referee of a chess match. Look at this. It'll start over right here. Yeah. They're playing chess, and the referee's like, oh, I got you. All right, well, this is our website, fractalbitcoin.com. Click this link on the very top. Join our locals community, and join our locals. It's free. We're growing it. It's not the most happening place on the internet yet, but it's great. So it's free to join too. You just get a locals account and join. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you're doing great. Please subscribe to the channel. Trying to grow the channel, trying to reach more people, trying to educate the masses, the people who are ready to understand what's really going on. We're trying to educate them. So your friends, your family, or anywhere, if you can help me grow the channel, I'd really appreciate it. And look, I'm in this for your prosperity and my prosperity and all of us normies' prosperity, right? Before all the big guys buy all the Bitcoin and subjugate us all again in a different way, right? So anyway, that's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow with another Bitcoin news video. All right.